It's not that I'm a coffee snob or anything.
Hey everyone, today is all about getting to know me. So I'm getting my coffee started. I'm gonna finish that up and then we're gonna sit down and have a little chit chat so you have a better understanding of who I am. What do we have today? I think, because it's a nice cloudy morning, it's not cold or anything. Let's just go with something that's kind of basic every day. So I think I wanna do just let's see, don't want Krispy Kreme. I think I'm just gonna do a regular donut shop. Yeah. And that's my coffee mug. They actually have some of these in Costco. They're on sale for $14.98. We didn't get them. I don't know, maybe my husband will watch this video and go get them for me for Christmas or something. It was a set of 4 and I just love these. I just think they're so cute, relaxing. It makes me feel like I'm that person in the morning when I'm drinking coffee on the weekend with nothing to do. So this is gonna get started. I'll come back. My always go-to, like you can't go wrong with this one. And this is used as the base in so many drinks. And number 2. I do add an ice cube because I want to drink it right away. I don't like it cold. I just want to take the edge off, you know? This is like my go-to coffee. So let's see. It's good. And I don't know if you can see the steam, but it's still hot. So that ice cube only took the edge off because like I like my coffee hot, like I said, okay? Let's go and get to know each other. Are we ready to do this? So let's get to the basics first. My name is Tia. I go by Tia Faith. I'm going by TK. Or I've gone by like T or TT, but for the most part, it's just T, as simple as that. I'll answer to most things as long as it's not disrespectful. I started, funny story, let's take this back. Back in 2011, I started a YouTube channel. And this is when I was stationed in Korea, and it was a hair channel, but then it was also like a thrifting type situation. And I, had that channel and I kept it up until I gave birth, because after I gave birth it was just a lot harder to maintain or whatnot. And this is before I knew about YouTube monetization or anything, but I had actually been offered like monetization on that channel. Long story short, I decided to start revisiting YouTube during the pandemic, and you'll see like I did some baking with me's, and then like I was talking about my breastfeeding journey, and then because I had another child since then, ways to like ship milk and everything while you were like traveling for work, and then just like cleaning, organizing, those type of things. It's been hit or miss since then as far as like my consistency, but here I am again now starting my YouTube channel. But also my YouTube channel was also focused on like personal finance. And one thing you're gonna find out in this Get to Know Me is I have a lot of interests. But I was talking about ways to save money, how to get off debt, reasons why you should consider doing that, so on and so forth. I actually have done like some personal finance certification courses and everything, and like coaching certifications, and I really love personal finance. And I do think that maybe, this is bothering me, sorry, but I do think like maybe in the future that's something I will revisit. One reason I kind of stopped going that route is because I saw it coming out in like some of my relationships. Like, I don't know why, but people would just feel the need to tell me about their finances or like justify what they're doing. I'm like, I don't care, I want you to live your best life. It's like a huge part of my life and of interest that I have, but you don't have to feel like you have to justify or tell me anything. So I kind of have like stepped back away from that. I still like keep up with personal finance news. I still watch the markets. I still do all of that stuff, but so that I can have that clear delineation between like my interest and like whatever everybody else is doing with their finances, without like them feeling like they're getting judged for me, because they're not. Again, I want you to live your best life and do whatever it is you want to do. No account of me. I kind of don't discuss that as much, but I do think that I will sell back into that realm. Like, I think I'm going to do it in the form of like digital products or printables or things like that, like budgets or like saving trackers and things. So we'll see, but that was also like the pandemic revitalization of my channel. So here I am now. That brings us to present day, and I like trying to go all in on my channel and like my social media or whatnot. And I've decided probably the best thing for me to do, one, I have a lot of interest. This really bothered me, sorry. I have a lot of interest, and I think I really want to be able to capture my interest. And it's even more important now because I am less than 3 years from retiring. That means I need to figure out what I want to do when I grow up again. Something else that's interesting and that I want to be able to articulate and characterize in this channel is I'm a geo bachelorette, which means I am not with my family. So what does that look like for a family that is very tight-knit actually, to be living apart, and like how do we maintain everything as much as status quo without detriment to like the relationship or the family. But like I said, that's where we are now. And again, I need to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of interests, and the path to get to that. And I really just want to share that with you guys. I was going to go down that rabbit hole, but that's not what this video is about. So let's get to some of these questions. First question, what time do I go to bed? And my computer's right here. That's what I'm looking at. What time do I go to bed? So look, I'm not about that late night life anymore. Nope, can't do it. During the week, I try to be in bed no later than 10, unless I'm up sending social media to like my family, TikToks and things like that. Bad habit, I know. And then on the weekends, I might even go to bed earlier because I'm tired. And it's the same thing like when I'm with the kids or whatnot. Try to have them in bed by between 8 and 9, and then that hour to myself, and I'm still going to bed. So I do not go to bed late at all. So naturally what will follow is, well, what time do you wake up? Well, I'm in the military, so that requires early mornings. And I made this video, you guys should go watch it, about the 5 a.m. club by Robin Sharma. It's really good. I hope it's Robin Sharma and I'm not mistaken for another book. I'll correct it if it's not, but it's really good. So waking up at 5 a.m. is like a complete game changer. I don't do 5 a.m. every day, but I will commit and say I wake up between 5 and 6. Even when I want to sleep in now, I can't sleep in, which is really upsetting. But I wanted to sleep in today and it did not happen. No difference with the kids. My son is starting to sleep a little bit later. My daughter sleeps later. But again, getting up and having that silence, that peace, that stillness before all the hustle and bustle starts. And like my husband has even like adopted that theory. So he has the kids and he wakes up before them so he can have that quiet time to himself, because as soon as they get up, first question is, what's for breakfast? No good morning, how you doing, how you sleep, what's for breakfast? What is my favorite restaurant? What is my favorite restaurant? You know, I'm pretty simple and basic. So you give me a good burger, I'm happy. And it's crazy. Oh, P.F. Chang's. I love P.F. Chang's. I do like Five Guys. I'm more Five Guys than In-N-Out. I'm sorry, I don't care what you have to say. Chick-fil-A, you cannot go wrong with the Lord's Chicken. I will say probably one of my favorite restaurants, and definitely the best book I've ever read, is The Cheesecake Factory. Like, they have a huge variety. So, like I said, I'm pretty simple and basic. Like, you could take me to Applebee's, that was my husband and I's first date, and I would be just fine. Or you can take me to like a upscale nice dining restaurant and I would be fine. I like to have the experience of both. So if I had to pick one though, because clearly I'm a bit indecisive, if I had to pick one, I would say my favorite restaurant is Chick-fil-A. Can't go wrong. Did I go to college? Yes. So I went to college back in Georgia at Columbus State. I graduated with a master's in I graduated with a bachelor's in psychology with a minor in French. Parlez-vous français un peu? I started working on my master's in strategic communication through Liberty University, and then I realized I don't like writing on those papers. Is that something I will revisit? Possibly, but I can tell you while I'm still here in the military, I'm not going to continue to work on my master's because that adds additional time that I must serve. So I might revisit that once I retire. My favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. I love, like most sundaes are like vanilla ice cream with all the toppings. Give me chocolate ice cream with all the toppings. And when I say all the toppings, what I really mean is caramel and peanuts. Not mixed nuts, peanuts. My first job was McDonald's. Oh my gosh. And you know, so in high school, I was in co-op, which meant as a senior, you could leave half day and go to work. Well, I got into co-op and I did not have a job. Like, I was on the struggle bus trying to get a job. So my teacher actually found me this job at McDonald's, and it was by saving grace that I was able to keep that job. Or not that job, but stay in that class. Which social media platform do I use the most? I would say it's a combination of YouTube and Instagram. I try to stay off TikTok because it can lead you down like a mindless rabbit hole. Like, I do post on TikTok as far, like, so we're not talking about posting, we're just talking about using. I would say YouTube and Instagram. But I've also noticed, and this is kind of like the back end, remember I told you I'm really interested in like the markets and everything. TikTok recently replaced YouTube as like the #1 like search engine, I think. I think it's because of like the longer form videos that are now available, but I mean, I'm older. So YouTube's my go-to, and I don't know why, I just like Instagram, so I use Instagram. What is my favorite book? So I love reading. I really need to find like a reading club to join or something, because I really do love reading. And I will read just about anything, even if it's like a controversial subject or person that I may not care for, or like society has deemed as bad. I'm gonna read the book because, one, I love autobiographies. So not to give a favorite book, but a favorite category, I would say autobiographies, because I'm very interested in seeing how people see themselves versus how the world has seen them or whatnot. So autobiographies. I love self-help books, but if I have to say any book is my particular favorite, it is As I Am by Cicely Tyson. That book was released, I think, shortly after she died. I don't know, but the way she wrote it so well, and it literally like takes you in time where you can like see the streets where she grew up, the apartment, the relationship with her mother, everything, and like all the way leading up to where she started getting her first acting roles and like her modeling gigs, leading forward to like her current life. So I think that book was really well written. Another book, do I have another? I do have other favorite books, but I would say that's probably, if like I went back and reread a book, it would definitely be that one. The way I rewatch Bridgerton over and over and over, I would definitely reread Cicely Tyson's book because I think it's really good. What is your coffee order? So your girl doesn't go get coffee unless I absolutely have to, because I'm not saying coffee's not worth $3, $4, $5, but I can make it at home. So today was a K-cup, like you guys saw. But if I'm making like a fancy coffee, it's either gonna be like a caramel latte or a vanilla latte. I did do pumpkin spices for a little while, but just give me a normal coffee, regular drip coffee, oat milk, and I'm really fine with that. But when I really want to be fancy, that's when I'll add in like some flavor syrups or something. Do not give me gas station coffee unless it's an absolute emergency. I have now taken that equivalent to drinking field coffee. And let me tell you, when I go to the field or something, or when I go TDY and I don't know what the coffee situation is gonna look like, I now do the instant pack of coffees from like Folgers, because if you make it right, it tastes just fine. And again, it's not that I'm a coffee snob or anything. It's just that I can't justify paying for subpar coffee. Like, I love going to a local coffee shop or something like that, or experiencing trying new things. And we'll probably get to this in another video, but I think once I retire, one of my lives, I will be a barista. I've been looking into like coffee trucks and everything, so I can go down to a craft fair or farmer's market and sell coffee. So that might be one of my lives after I retire. Back to the question: drip coffee, oat milk, and maybe some vanilla. I don't use almond milk because I don't like almonds, and I'm just assuming I don't like almonds, so I'm not gonna like almond milk. I could be completely far off from that, but oh well. Okay. What was your dream job as a kid? My dream job was to be a midwife. And again, trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I have been considering that. My husband and I have been talking about it. The thing is, I think I would want to do like an accelerated nursing program. No reason for that. It's just, again, trying to get to all my hobbies and my interests. but I don't know if I want the level of stress that comes with it instead of just doing like the traditional route. I already have my bachelor's, so really I would just have to take my math and sciences because they have to be within 5 or 7 years, depending on the school, I think, and then get accepted to a nursing program. So that's something that I'm considering. So my dream job growing up was to be a midwife. And it's funny because I was actually wondering if I should like start content tailored towards not maybe being a doula, but just information, because I do have some associates and my daughter got pregnant easy, no issues. Like we planned it out and everything, and like it needs to happen on this day, it happened, pregnant. My son, not so much. There were miscarriages, there were fertility treatments, there were a lot. And I realized, I know there's a plethora of information out there, but even in that plethora of information, it's like the information's not there or you don't know what to look. So I was wondering if I should like start that piece, kind of like back to when I was doing my breastfeeding journey with my son or whatnot, and really talk about that to inform people who may not know, especially like being in the military, because I mean, you don't know what you don't know, but sometimes you just need someone to give you that information. So that's something that I was thinking about also. And I know things change over time, and obviously I would have to like update the information, but based off my experience and then like friends and like just that communication piece, I do think that I possibly could provide that knowledge in that knowledge gap that exists. So that's neither here or there. My dream job growing up was to be a midwife. What phone do I have? I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. That's actually what I'm recording on right now. Most of my videos are recorded on my iPhone. I love it. It works out well for me. I think I may have 1 terabyte of data. I don't know. I have a lot of data on my iPhone though. What is my favorite TV show? So I'm not really big into TV, but since I'm not with my family, I have been watching more TV than normal. So I would definitely say, I'm just gonna say recent. I'm not gonna go down like back in history. So right now it's definitely Queen Charlotte and Bridgerton. Absolutely obsessed. What is my favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time will always be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I absolutely love that movie. The original, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, always be my favorite. My favorite drink, water, will always be water, no ice, room temp. What is my morning routine? I try to keep my morning routines nice and simple. Wake up, figure my life out, check my phone, read a Bible verse. Thank God for allowing me to wake up. Then I get up, start moving, read, think, move, or read, learn something, move. If you read the 5 a.m. club, that's what you'll see. But also, so then from there, I just start my day. Coffee, I try to get my coffee a little later so that I have time to naturally like wake up or whatnot, and then walk the dog, and then I start getting ready for, work out, and then I start getting ready for work. I guess you can say working out is getting ready for work since I'm in the military, and it's kind of like hand in hand. I don't know. Okay, I'll do this one. What books have changed your life? I will definitely say I love self-help books. Because the things are it's everyday knowledge, but you'll be amazed at how many of us don't implement it. So the books that have changed my life, and this is going to be over the last 5 years, give or take. Total Money Makeover, Dave Ramsey. We paid off our debt in 2018, have not looked back. Atomic Habits, The 5 a.m. Club, and The Richest Man in Babylon. Simple as that. I mean, I feel like the Bible's a given. I'm actually working on the book of Proverbs right now. I feel like that's a given though. So let me see. Favorite color, blue. What are my hobbies? Like I said, I have a lot of hobbies. Trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I love cooking. I love cleaning. I would like to say that I love crafting. I don't know if I love crafting that much though. Or maybe I want to have the time to figure out, like, I like crafting, yes. So cooking, cleaning, crafting. What else? I said cleaning, like organization. Working out is a love-hate relationship. It really just depends on the time of the year, month, day, week. It just depends. And what are my other hobbies? Personal finance, reading, I don't know. I want to say I love to try new things, but if it's something I don't want to try, I'm not interested, I'm like, no. So let's see. I think that's it. So I hope you guys got to know a lot about me in this roundabout way that I have presented it or given it to you. I'm Tia, I'm 39, I'll be 40 next year. Really excited about that. 2 kids, married for 12, going on 13 years. That's really exciting. I'm generally a happy person. I probably should have told you guys this sooner. I am generally a happy person. Like, I exude positivity, and a lot of people do not like it. They find it annoying, especially people I work with. I don't know if we're just tailored or like naturally geared to be negative or sourpusses, but I truly am happy in my life, and I'm sorry if my happiness and my positivity upsets you. But like I said, it tends to be a little annoying to people. That's why in my videos I say I make positive lifestyle content, because it's about positivity. And okay, I know I said this video is ending, but I'm just gonna get this out and we'll go from there. Your thoughts become your words, and your words become your actions. And it's nothing wrong with having a positive outlook on life. Are bad things going to happen? Yes. But and I told you, the habits of highly effective people. I think this is the 7 habits of highly effective people. But when I read this line, like, I had to go back and re-listen to it. And like, I just had to go back. Action, reaction. Action, reaction. So if you look right here, so like look between my braids, there's a space. And that space is the moment you decide, I just spilled my coffee. That space is the moment you decide how you're going to react. And from there, the outcome could be one way or the other way. But I say all that to say, I am a generally positive person. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But if you're positive, that means you should like, comment, and subscribe so that we can go on this positive lifestyle journey together.